Yo, 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 what's going on, people? Salute. It's your boy Jay Jordan back again for another WNBA watch along. We got some games on a Monday this week. Salute, JP. I saw your comment earlier. Appreciate you leaving a like and a comment. Miracle, what's going on? Good to see you. Salute, Janelle. I see you, girl. What's going on? So I'm back for another WNBA watch along. I'm only doing the early game today. No double headers today. I'll be back tomorrow for some early W games. We'll get into that a little later. But today we're focused on the 6 seed Golden State Valkyries on the road to take on the 4 seeded Atlanta Dream. Valkyries with a 9-8 record, the new expansion team, outperforming all expectations so far. And the Atlanta Dream revamped, retooled, contending in the upper half of the playoff table currently. If the playoffs started today, they would have home court advantage in the first round. All right, I started the poll as well, so get into the poll. Make sure you vote. We got about 7-ish minutes until tip-off. This game is on League Pass for those not in the Atlanta or San Francisco areas. All right, starters for the Valkyries. Those came out a little earlier. Veronica Burton, Tiffany Hayes, Kayla Thornton, Monique Billings gets to start, and Tammy Fagbenle back in the lineup. For the subs, you have Kate Martin, Janelle Salon, Steph Talbot, Caitlin Chen, Letitia Amahir, Carla Late, and Cecilia Zandalicini. No injuries to report for the Valks. For the home team, the Atlanta Dream, Jordan Canada, Allisha Gray, Ryan Howard, Brionna Jones, Brittany Griner. Their subs, Tahina Pow Pow, Shatori Walker Kimbrough, Naz Hillman, Nia Coffey, Maya Caldwell, and Taylor Thierry. We do have a couple All-Stars competing in this game. Kayla Thornton, first-time All-Star for the Golden State Valkyries. And then we have, I think, both Allisha Gray and Ryan Howard are All-Stars for the Atlanta Dream. All right, Daniel, what's going on? Nah, man, I think you just lying now. Man said he got a Kobe tat now. Man got an Aces tat, a Sparks tat, and a Kobe tat. Come on, man. Don't tell me you lying to me. And what's up, Liz? Salute. Happy Monday. Happy Monday evening. Good to see you in the chat as always. Yeah, so those are the lineups. There's no injuries to report for either team. This guy is serious, man. Salute to you, man. You're just getting tatted up. Salute to you. So no injuries to report for both teams. No injuries to report. Game starts in about 6 minutes. Looking at the recent stats of both teams, this will be the first matchup between them. The first of 3 matchups. I guess I could show y'all that. We have some time here. So if we scroll down, this is the first of 3 matchups between these teams. Atlanta will have 2 home games against them, and the Valkyries will have 1 home game on August 17th. For the recent games, the Valkyries, they have won 3 of their last 5 games. For the Atlanta Dream, they have lost 3 of their last 5 games. So teams going in a little bit of opposite directions, trying to get it all sorted. Daniel, my IG's bottom of the screen at J.JordanTV Liberty. You can send it there at J.JordanTV Liberty. Looking at some of the team comparison here, Valkyries are 10th in the league in points per game, averaging about 79 points per game. The Dream are 3rd, averaging 84 points per game. As in terms of assists per game, the Valkyries are 10th in the league, 18.2. The Dream are 4th at 20.8. Rebounds, they're 1st and 2nd. Valkyries are 2nd at 37.4. Dream are 1st, 37.6. So not too big of a difference there. You got the turnovers per game, 9th for the Valks, 1st for the Dream. Let's see any big discrepancies here. I think that's the biggest one. 9th and 1st would be the biggest discrepancy I see here in terms of points per game, in terms of the team comparison. Looking at the stat leaders here, we got Kayla Thornton, the first-time All-Star, as I mentioned, leading the way with 14.9 points per game, averaging 7.1 rebounds, so she leads the team in both points and rebounds. Veronica Burton leads the team with 5.1 assists. For the Dream, Allisha Gray, All-Star starter with 19.1 points per game. Ryan Howard leads the way with 4.7 assists. and Bree Jones leads the way with 8.1 rebounds. A lot of people thought she would be a snub. I just saw your Instagram request, my friend. Got that. All right, cool. We're about 3 minutes away. Robert, thanks for subbing. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate it, my friend. Larry, what's going on? Yeah, get your snacks, get your drinks. I got my glass of water here. Always got to show off because in case y'all forgot. 2024 WNBA Finals champs. You know what's going on here. Get refreshed and get ready for some WNBA action. As you see at the top of the screen, there is one more game today. Dallas versus Phoenix. I won't be doing that game. It's been a pretty long day. That game's on League Pass, so I will be probably just watching that from the couch or from bed or somewhere. But that should be a pretty good matchup. Dallas won the last one between the two teams. Those rookies, Paige Beckers, Isaiah James, JJ Quinterly, all had a hell of a game. The rookies really showed out. All right. The broadcast, they're showing like some WNBA League Pass is showing some highlights from Atlanta's previous game. Nephew, Emil, what's going on? What's going on? Who do I got? I'm gonna go Dream. Dream is my pick today. Robert says, how do you feel about losing Kayla Thornton? Man, I miss her every day, my friend. I miss her every day. We're just missing that grit, that person who's gonna chase after every rebound, who can knock down some threes. We don't have that. We're missing that on the roster this year, and you can really tell. I mean, I understand with the players we had to protect. Niara had that great game 5 to get us a win in the finals, and she was going to be our piece of the future. But I mean, going off of what I've seen so far, KT would have been the safe pick to protect. But hindsight is always 20/20, as they say. But I do miss Kayla a lot. I'll never forget her for her contributions to the Liberty and our championship. Liz says I ordered a styling Liberty bucket hat for working in. I got a couple Liberty buckets hat here in the corner. I got 2 here. Oh, for those who are new, about a season or 2 ago, I got my bucket signed by all the Liberty players that were on the roster at the time. So, can't even hold the bucket right. So you see all the signatures. Where's the camera? There we go. So that sits right here. One of the season ticket holder perks. They had a table where all the players were sitting at the end of the season. They signed all of our stuff. Game should be starting soon. It's supposed to start at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We're about 15 or so seconds away. Let me check the DMs. Daniel sent me. Let me see what my boy talking about. Oh, accept. I got you, Daniel. I just accepted on the Instagram. Right? They're still showing some highlights from Atlanta's previous game where the Storm ended up coming back. Skylar Diggins with the big game-winning layup to win that 180-79. Oh, you were serious. You were actually serious. I see the Kobe one. I see the Aces one. You were dead serious. Wow. That's dedication, my friend. All right, broadcast is starting. This game, for those in the Atlanta area, it's on Peachtree TV. Peachtree TV in the Atlanta area. I think in San Francisco, it's on like WPIX or one of them channels there. Miller Man, salute. You're back. Oh, let's get to the money, my friend. Hopefully you come out a winner tonight. Emil, my nephew says New York making it to the semis max. Yeah, we don't look too good right now, but listen, don't count us out. Don't count us out. I do want us to make some moves, but there ain't too many moves to make out there. All right. This the Atlanta broadcasters talking right now. They're talking about recently named All-Stars. Um, they have Kayla Thornton and Ryan Howard on the screens here. As I mentioned, this is Kayla's first, and this will be Ryan Howard's third. Both of them will be reserves. Who I got? I'm leaning Dream. I am leaning Dream tonight for this game. I can't count out the Valkyries, but I am leaning Dream. I can't lie. Yahoo be trash sometimes. They don't be showing the spread. For those in the betting world, the spread on this one, current according to ESPN Bet, Atlanta is 7.5 point favorites currently. Over under is at 157.5. I always suck with the over under. To be completely honest with you, I stay away from it unless I stay away from it. I can't even give any caveats to stick with it. But so the Dream are the favorites at home. Right? They're talking about the starting lineups here. They saying it's Burton, Hayes, Thornton, Talbot, in fact, Benley, and then I got a report saying it was Monique Billings though. On here, I guess when they pull up on the court, I'll see if who's lying. You know, sometimes these broadcasts don't be updating their stuff fast enough, so I guess we'll see. All right, let's take this tip-off calendar off, and let's get ready to roll. Make sure you get those votes in. Thurston, my friend, salute, salute. Hope all is well. Oh yeah, it is morning on your side of the world. It is 7:30 p.m. over here, so just about evening time. Yeah, that's why I would stay away from this one, to be honest with you. I just put a couple player props out there. We'll see which one hits, just for the love. Carl Smesko, first year head coach of the Atlanta Dream. Came from the college ranks at Florida Gulf Coast University. And then we have first year head coach Natalie Nakase. Coach Nakase, formerly with the Las Vegas Aces as an assistant. All right, tip off about to happen. Jump ball is up. And we are off, people, to start this one. They did have the wrong lineups on the broadcast. Monique Billings is the actual starter for the Valkyries, but the Dream do have the rock here. You get it to Ryan Howard on the curls. I think she missed the last game or one of the last games with an injury. Griner in the post against Fag Benley. Spins into the pace. Throws it out to Canada. Canada for three. She had a career high last game. She misses. Rebound to newly all-star Kayla Thornton. Burton with the ball. Crosses half court. Burton over to Mo Billings. Back to Burton. Burton, left hand dribble into the paint, picks up her dribble over to Kayla Thornton. Thornton with 7 on the clock. Thornton into the paint, spin move, fall away jump shot is good. KT, she likes that little spin into the jump shot from about 15 feet out, and the away team is on the board. Ball over to Bree Jones on a pass from Ryan Howard. She loses the ball, but right to Brittany Griner, guarded by Fag Benley. They send a late double over to Canada, back to Griner. Griner, fall away jump shot from the baseline. That's money in the bank. Brittany Griner is on the board. So we're at 2-2 here. Burton with the ball. Burton, right to left crossover over to Mo Billings. She faces up. I think catches Canada, but gets it back to Burton, and Burton knocks on the jump shot. Canada took a shot to the face from Billings as she was trying to clear out space there. It's a 5-2 game. 3 was by Burton. Canada, they're gonna call a timeout here. Jordan Canada a little shaken up here. Took an elbow. She's holding her eye. Like her elbow grazed her eye a little bit. But and it left Burton wide open for a 3. So hopefully Jordan Canada is okay. We have a stoppage in play right now. She has a towel holding up by her left eye. They're gonna take her to the locker room. That would be brutal for Jordan Canada bettors if she can't come back. A minute and 40 seconds ish into the game, and she's heading to the locker room. So we have a break in play now. Valkyries are up 5-2. 5-2 so far. Question is, hey Pam, what's going on? Who took Van Loo's spot on the Valkyries? Sparks beat Fever with Van Loo. They what you call it? It was basically Xander Lassini and Janelle Salon. All their Euro basket players came back, and they already had Ami here and Caitlin Chen on the roster in her as hardship contracts at the moment. So, or rest of season contracts, however they want to classify it. So I guess you could say Caitlin Chen took her spot. Caitlin Chen. It was Jordan Canada got injured. Nephew. Jordan Canada. It feels so weird calling you nephew. But Jordan Canada. I think I had a thing on her too. That would be brutal for us, but listen, that's the dangers of sports betting. That is the danger of sports betting. Yeah, I had her for 10 points, so if she's out, I'm screwed. But that's how the game goes sometimes. Jordan Canada coming off a 25-point game in her last outing. However, it was in a loss to the Storm. I'm still keeping the poll open. If you're just joining, make sure you fill out the poll on the YouTube. Who do you think is going to win this game? Current score is 5-2. We are in a timeout break here. Jordan Canada caught a elbow to the left eye area. She was escorted back to the locker room. I didn't see any blood or anything, but you got to be careful with those injuries. It looked like Tahina Pow, the rookie out of South Carolina, will be in her place. Man, this name for this lady is just off center on the broadcast. Sorry, just TV nerd stuff I'm looking at here. All right, looks like we're restarting here. Bree Jones, who should have been a candidate for an all-star the last couple games. She's been playing pretty well. 18, 21, and then 18 again. Allisha Gray hands it off to Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard into the paint. Snake dribble, picks up her dribble down to Bree Jones in the paint. Doesn't notice it's a shot clock violation forced by the Valkyries. Will Burton get more minutes with Canada out? Burton's on the opposite team. Pow will get more minutes for the Dream. Burton's on the opposite squad, Joel. Ball with the Valkyries. Fag Bentley attacks Griner, gets blocked by Griner. Rebound to Jones, and the Pow with the ball. Pow attacking. Slows it down to 3-point line. Waits for the screen going left. Attacks the basket. Drops it off to Bree Jones. Foul line jump shot is up. Bree Jones with the miss. Rebound to Tip Hayes. She used to play for the Dream back in the day. Tip Hayes gets downhill. Out to Monique Billings. She's been shooting the 3, and she knocks down the 3. Mo Billings knocks down the 3, and it's 8-2 Valkyries. 8-2 Valks. Ball and play with Pow. She tries to pass it. It's stolen there by Thornton. Thornton outlet to Monique Billings. Outruns the whole pack, and she lays it in. It's 10-2. The Valkyries up 10-2 early on the Dream here. Yeah, Pow, man. Yeah, I mean, you can never mistake her on the court. All that here, though. Ball over to Griner, over to Allisha Gray. Allisha Gray back to Pow. Pow, pump fakes. Throws it to Ryan Howard in the right corner. She comes off the screen, tries to step back. 4 seconds on the clock, has to throw it up, and it's out of bounds. Look at the defense by the Valkyries. Clamps. Absolute clamps here. Got him in lockup right now. Rikers Island over there. Ball and play here with the Valks. Oh, Tip Hayes for a 3. They call a moving screen. So that's a turnover there by the Valkyries. Three-pointer didn't go. Naz Hillman checking into the game for Brittany Griner. I'm gonna let this poll run a little bit more. I don't want to give up on it too soon. We'll see if y'all start changing y'all answers. Ball and play here. Hood and Holy, what's good, bro? Hope all is well on this Monday evening here on the East Coast of the US of A. Bree Jones with the ball, handoff to Allisha Gray, going to her left, out to Naz Hillman. Top of the key, 3 for Naz. Fight for the rebound. Bree Jones gets it, smokes the layup. It gets the rebound again. Throws it out to Allisha Gray, who walks into a 3. And Allisha Gray knocks down the 3. Second and third chance opportunities for the Dream there lead to a 3-point basket. Tip Hayes draws the blocking foul on ex-teammate Bree Jones. She used to play in Connecticut as well, Tiffany Hayes. About, I think it was 2 seasons ago. So it remains with the Valkyries here, 10-5. Burton the inbound. Gets it into Hayes in the corner, guarded by Howard. Out to Fagbenlay. Handoff with Burton. Burton going to her left. Out, and then we have another offensive foul drawn by Pow Pow. I didn't really see it. It looked like she just tripped, really. So I'm not too sure what happened there. Oh, they called it on Fagbenlay. They called it a moving screen a bit. I guess you could say it was a little bit of a moving screen. But ball and play with the Dream and Tahina Pow Pow. Scores 10-5. Valkyries on top. AR Angler, what's going on? Salute, salute. Glad you could join the stream. Ball over to Allisha Gray. Top of the key, comes off the screen, going left. Throws it out. Oh, Burton reads the pass and steals it. Drops it off to Thornton. Thornton stops at the foul line. Throws it out to Hayes. Mo Billings, turnaround jump shot to off the back of the rim. Rebound to Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard looks to attack Hayes. Spin move into the paint. Hangs. Throws up a layup and no foul call there. Rebound to Kayla Thornton. Leads the team in rebounding. First time All-Star. Oh, bad pass by Hayes. Picked off by Allisha Gray. The All-Star starter goes coast to coast. Lays it in. And it's 10-7. Defense to offense there for the Dream. Ball and play here with Veronica Burton. Burton with the ball. She pulls up for a 3 as they back off, and Burton, that's her second 3 of the match. It's 13-7. 13-7. Veronica Burton up to 6 points here on 2 made 3s. Ryan Howard, left side of the floor. She loses a shoe. She blew a tire here, and she hasn't put it back on. She's playing with 1 shoe on. She gets the ball, pulls up for a 3, and she cashes in. 1 shoe doesn't matter for Ryan Howard. Knocks a 3 down from the left wing, and she has her shoe in her hand right now. Throws it to the sideline. Throws it out to Hayes. Hayes attacks Howard and draws the foul. Hayes does what she's supposed to do. Attacks the player who's missing a shoe there. But Ryan Howard missing the shoe doesn't matter. Just throws it on the floor, catches it on the left wing, and knocks it down. Gotta salute that. We lean back a little bit, get a little comfortable here. So Ryan Howard, what she got on? I don't even know. Is she Adidas? I don't even know what brand she is. Hayes knocks down the first free throw, however. Oh, so Jordan Canada is back. She has a big old band-aid on her over her left eyebrow. So we'll see how that affects her play as Hayes knocks down the second. 15-10 Golden State on top here. Canada with the ball, top of the key. Right side, gets it over to Hillman. Hillman faces up on Ami here, who's checked into ex-Atlanta Dream. I think she was drafted by the Atlanta Dream. And we have a moving screen here. Tiffany Hayes draws that foul on the Dream. Yeah, Canada stay getting hurt, though. Caitlin Chen getting her first minutes of the game. She's checked in as well. Oh, it's Brittany Griner with the illegal screen here. Tiffany Hayes sold it a lot. Tiffany Hayes always on the floor. If you watch her play, she always ends up on the floor. That type of player. Veronica Burton, they go under again. She pulls another 3. That's 3 threes for Veronica Burton. They're going under the screen, and she's just pulling. That's 9 points for Veronica. Canada trying to attack Chen. Hands it off to Allisha Gray on the curl. And Ami here with the block, but they call a foul. Ami here. She had a crazy block in one of the streams we did. Punched it into the second row. Attacks Allisha Gray. That looked like a clean block. I don't know. Probably the body down low. But That was a nice block by the South Carolina product, but it is called a foul. So Allisha Gray, the All-Star starter, at the line for 2 free throws. And she rattles in the first one. And me here, as I mentioned, was picked by the Atlanta Dream, the 8th pick, like 3 seasons ago. She was picked up in the expansion draft, if I remember correctly. I think. I can't really remember how that whole timeline happened. And she hits the second, but she's made it to the Valkyries. Ball and play with the Dream. I mean, jeez, I'm tripping. With the Valkyries. Burton with the ball. She's hit 3 threes. Gets the ball down to Ami here. Corner. They call a travel by Ami here, though. Before the pass. A turnover there. It's 18-12. Valkyries on top. Valkyries and Dream both with 4 turnovers apiece. Ball and play with Canada. So lineups on the floor right now for the Dream. We have Jordan Canada, Allisha Gray, Ryan Howard, Griner, and Hillman. For the Valks, it's Burton, Kate Martin, Billings, Caitlin Chen, and Ami here. Griner attacking Billings, shoots over her, and travels. The league has been very strict on the travel rule this year. Those moving screens and travels seem to be a point of emphasis that I've noticed. Burton with the ball. She gets downhill, drops it off to Billings. Oh, she fumbles the ball. Canada with the steal. Canada, middle of the floor, looks to attack, gets downhill. Hands it off to Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard, corner 3, misses. Ami here with the rebound. Ami here, dribbling up the court. Ami here, drops it off to Billings. Billings goes up, gets fouled, and one Mo Billings. So Monique Billings, that might be her 7th point. Yep, 7 points for Mo Billings. Energizer Bunny runs the floor out of UCLA. Used to play for the Dream as well. So we have a lot of Dream alums playing. Ami here, Billings. You got Tiffany Hayes. A lot of Dream alums in this game. And they're going to, and Mo Billings at the line for the 3-point play. And she knocks it down for the 3-point play. 6 seasons Mo Billings played with the Dream. Before she was, I think she was waived. And then her career, she sort of bounced around for a little bit until she's now found a home in San Francisco. Canada with the ball. Goes behind the back, looking to attack Chen. Dribbles into the paint. Stop. Reverse pivot. Off balance. Jumper. Bounces on the rim and misses. Rebound to Billings. Gets it over to Chen. Caitlin Chen crosses half court. Wants that screen from Billings. Gets it going left. Right side to Kate Martin. Pump fakes. Gets into the paint. Gets cut off. Out to Chen. Over to Ami here. Back to Chen. Chen for 3. And Caitlin Chen knocks down the 3 for her first basket. And the Valkyries up 12 here. 24-12. Bree Jones with the ball. Over to Griner. Griner over to Allisha Gray. Comes off the screen going left. Gets into the paint. Over to Ryan Howard for 3. Misses. Rebound snatched by Ami here. Ami here. Outlet over to Chen. Chen tried to get it to Hayes quickly. But it gets deflected out of bounds because Hayes was wide open in the right corner. Looks like the poll has shifted to Valkyries 69%. Looks like my prediction looks wrong so far. I had Dream with a win, but the Valkyries on an 11-2 run here in the last 2.5 minutes. Nia Coffey checks in for Brittany Griner. Ball inbound to Billings. Gets it back to Hayes. 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. It's been all Valkyries. Kate Martin skipping to the lane. Goes for the layup. Misses. Bree Jones with the rebound. Over to Canada. Canada travels. Caitlin Chen with the full court press forces that travel on Canada. It looks like Shatori Walker-Kimbrough is in street clothes. So she may not even be available to play in this game. It appears. Ball and play here with the Valkyries. But, oh, Bree Jones with the steal. Bree Jones drops it off to Allisha Gray. Left-hand layup. Oh, she almost smokes it, but it drops. Defense to offense has been the Dream's best shot so far. It's a 10-point game now, 24-14. Chen with the ball. Over to Ami here in the corner. Ami here faces up against Bree Jones. Into the paint, goes up with the left and scores over Bree Jones. What a move by Ami here. 26-14. Ball down to Bree Jones. Oh, she tries to get her get back. Spin move. Tags her and scores. Bree Jones says, I could do those spin moves too. 26-16 here. And we have a foul drawn by Hayes. As I mentioned, Tiffany Hayes finds a way to find her way to the floor. So 26-16, 1:10 to go in this first quarter. Valkyries up 10. Largest lead has been 12. Ball in play here. Ami here tries to get her get back on Bree Jones, and they call a travel on that one. She tried to hit her back with the spin move, but took an extra step on that one. Dream to inbound. They get it in to Canada. She calls out the play here. Allisha Gray is 3 for 3. The rest of the team 3 for 12. So not a good start so far for the rest of the Dream squad. Allisha Gray comes off the screen, gets downhill, tries to outlet pass Kate Martin with the steal. It's a 3-on-2 here. Oh, and a kick ball there by Shatori Walker-Kimbrough. I thought she was out, but I guess that's just the t-shirt that they're wearing. She is actually in the game at the moment. 26-16, 50 seconds to go. It's been a turnover-filled first half. 7 turnovers for the Valkyries, 6 for the Dream. So both teams not taking care of the basketball. Hayes goes behind the back, loses it. Gets it back from Fag Bentley. Over to Chen. Chen, a 3 from the other side. She misses. Steph Talbot tips it out of bounds. And they say it stays with the Valkyries, though. It goes off Coffee. Oh, the t-shirts are for Ryan Howard and Atlanta and Allisha Gray. Oh, it does go off of Coffee's fingertips. Kate Martin off the catch. Shoot. Misses. Coffee secures the rebound this time. Canada trying to get downhill on Chen. Gets to the back. Hand with left hand layup. Misses. Rebound to Hayes. Hayes tries to attack. It's 1-on-3. She does attack. Gets blocked there by Coffee. She wanted a foul on that one. Rebound. Gets outletted to Canada. Canada over to Gray. Gray over to Walker-Kimbrough. Over to Coffee. Back to Walker-Kimbrough. Back to Coffee. They're playing patty cake here. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Canada, top of the key. 6, 5, gets the screen. Canada, hezzy move. Drops it over to Allisha Gray for 3. Off the back rim. Bree Jones gets the rebound, but the first quarter clock expires. So at the end of 1, the Valkyries 26. The Dream 16. Both team with 7 turnovers apiece. But the Valkyries have capitalized better than the Dream so far. All right, as always, we're going to take a look at the box score and the team stats so far. So, end of the first is 26-16. Valkyries on top on the road. For the Valkyries, Mo Billings, 8 points, and she's made a 3. You got Kayla Thornton with 2 points. She had the first basket of the game. Fag Bentley with no points, does have 2 fouls, had to go to the bench on those illegal screens or moving screens. Tiffany Hayes with 2 points and 2 rebounds. You have, Veronica Burton here with 9 points to lead the way on 3 made threes. For the bench, you have Ami here with 2 points and 2 assists with 2 rebounds, so 2s all around. 3 for Caitlin Chen, Martin, and Talbot yet to score. For the Dream, you have Ryan Howard with 3. She hit a 3 with one of her shoes fell off. She caught the ball and still shot the 3 and made it. 2 for Bree Jones, 2 for Brittany Griner, 9 for Allisha Gray, a team high. And Canada, she went out with an injury at the first minute of the game. Took an elbow to the eyebrow. She's back, but yet to score. Their bench yet to score as well. For the team comparison, Dream shooting 35% from the field compared to 60% for the Valkyries. Valkyries shooting 71% from 3, the Dream shooting 25%, so that's not good. In terms of turnovers, the turnover battle is about equal. 7 for the Valkyries, 6 for the Dream. And the rebounding battle is about equal as well. Hey, cuz, appreciate your support as always. Thank you, thank you. Chemo, yeah, Dream players didn't win. Yeah, I think they were trying to just waste time. They wanted the last shot of that quarter, but sometimes when you have the advantage, it's better to get a sure thing than just waste the clock out. But I understand both sides in that situation. Salute to everybody on the stream. How many we got so far? We got 51 of us here in the chat. Make sure you leave a like. Subscribe if you are new here. We're on the road to 1,100 subs. We're at 1,085. So I appreciate all your support. We're going to be doing a bunch of streams throughout the week. Tomorrow, we'll touch more on it at halftime, but tomorrow, there's I think there's an early game tomorrow. Yep, early game between Chicago and Washington. I will be doing that one. So if you happen to be around at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, you can just tap in and we'll be streaming. Right, broadcast has restarted for the start of the second quarter. Let me see if my game ticker is active as Caitlin Chen goes down the lane. Throws it out to Kate Martin. Kate Martin, left-hand dribble. They leave her, and she gets a wide open layup. Miscommunication there by the Dream. Kate Martin right down Main Street for the lay. Game leads. All right, the ticker is up and working. Ryan Howard with the ball. Gets it back out to Jordan Canada. Canada, hezzy move. Left-hand layup. This time it scores. Jordan Canada gets to the left. Nice little hezzy to get the defender to sit up. And attacks the basket. And scores 10 points in the paint for the Valkyries, 8 for the Dream. Kate Martin with the ball. Drops it off to the rolling Fagbenle. We have a reach-in foul. I'm not sure who was on. Let's see. I think it might be on Canada on that one. Yeah, Raphael, them Valkyries doing it again. You cannot count this team out. Foul was on Ryan Howard, excuse me. Ball in play here with the Valks. Thornton gets it out to Chen. Chen with the ball. Chen gets downhill. Right-hand scoop. Off the glass and scores. So Caitlin Chen off the bench. And she's up to 5 points. A 3 and that layup right there. 30-18. Canada with the ball here. Canada just dribbling down the perimeter. Gets it down to Bree Jones. Faces up against Fagbenle. They shade double. They get it out to Shatori Walker Kimbrough. She can shoot those. Misses that one. Ball gets tipped by Naz Hillman, but to Fagbenle. Ball. Kayla Thornton crosses half court. Crossover. Gets it back on the rescreen. Lob pass up to Fagbenle. She tries to basically catch it in midair and lob it in. Misses. Dream with the ball. Canada gets it out to Ryan Howard. Back to Canada. Canada. They're trying to focus on this Bree Jones matchup here. Bree Jones, reverse spin. And fights through the contact and scores over Steph Talbot. Back to a 10-point game, 30-20. What's up, Jay Smooth? Dallas Wings or Mercury? I'm probably the wrong person to ask. I said Dream in this game, and they're getting smoked. But I would lean Wings. I don't think Satu's playing tonight. And they beat Satu last time anyway. Oh, Fagbenle tries to bump against Bree Jones, loses the ball. Ball out to Ryan Howard here. Ryan Howard, hezzy move, blows right by Steph Talbot, goes to the layup and scores. No foul call, but she scores the layup down to 8. Listen. Oh, and a turnover here by the Valkyries. Ryan Howard with the steal, goes it to Canada. Canada drops it off to Bree Jones. She pump fakes at the foul line, goes in the post, out to Canada. Over to Howard, back to Canada. Left side, wants to screen, fakes the screen, goes back left. Goes baseline, drops it off to a cutting Shatori, touch pass to Naz. Naz gets fouled on the layup. So great ball movement there by the Dream. I could barely keep up. And it results in 2 free throws for Naz Hillman, the Michigan product. We have a break in play here. 7:16 to go. Atlanta climbing back into this one, down by 8, 30-22. Copper's out too? Oh yeah, I'm going Wings. If Copper's out too, Copper had 30 and they still lost. If she and Satu are both out, I'm going Wings. I'm ending this poll so y'all can't switch up if the dream come back and I look like a smart person. 78% of y'all said Valkyries. My goodness. Salute to everybody here. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I won't be doing a watch along for the second game. For that game is between the Wings and the Mercury. No watch along for that one. Janelle, salute for the super chat. Pizza fun. You starting that back? You starting that up? Salute for the super chat. Pizza fun. Valkyries W. Let's take a look at the box score while we have some time. 30-22 is the score currently. Last foul was on Kayla Thornton. Dreamer up 6-4 in this second quarter, down by 8 overall. And this is the box score for the teams here. So we'll see if y'all 76% are on the right side of history at the end of this one. Dreams seem like they're trying to come back in the game. Appreciate everyone who's tuned in for some WNBA action on this Monday. We really don't usually have games on Mondays, but due to I guess scheduling stuff, they had to throw a couple games on a Monday. Breaking news just came in. Brionna Bonner expected to sign with the Mercury, courtesy of ESPN. Michael Vopel and Josh, whatever. I don't know how you pronounce this man last name. Josh W. Miracle salute for the super chat. Get me some dinner. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate it. Broadcast is restarting here. I'm gonna see if I could find more details about this breaking news that just came in about Brionna Bonner. I mean, they did say she would. Phoenix was one of her choices, and it's looking like it could be true. I did find the article. So at the next break, we'll take a look as Naz Hillman. Let's get back to the action. Naz Hillman hits the first free throw. Second one is up and good. Naz Hillman knocks down both. Sheesh, super chat's rolling in. Chemo salute for the $5 super chat for coffee. Appreciate that. Kayla Thornton with the ball over to Burton. Burton to Mo Billings. Foul line jump shot. Bounces around. Hillman secures the rebound and gets it over to Canada. Canada crosses half court. Let's see what the Dream can do here. Canada into the paint. She's wide open. Shoot. She shoots and scores. That's what. Come on, Canada. You're looking around the pass. You wide open. Canada knocks down the 10-footer right in the middle of the paint. And the Dream on a little bit of a run here. It's a 4-point deficit. 8-0 run in the last minute and a half here for the Dream. Burton drop off past to Billings, gets fouled by Griner and one. Mo Billings putting in work on Griner. Just can't keep up with the athleticism of Mo Billings. A nice little simple pick and roll there. Attracts Griner. Burton does. Drops off the bounce pass to Mo Billings. Left hand layup high off glass. Knocks it down. Mo Billings for the 3-point play. She cashes in. Salute Mo. 33-26. Mo Billings into double figures here with 11 points. Jordan Canada with the ball. Down to Griner. Griner trying to get some get back. Right hand hook shot. And easy money for Brittany Griner. Didn't even see her. 33-28. Janelle Salon, the French woman, coming off the bench now. Misses her first touch of the game. Shoots a 3 from the corner and misses. Rebound to the Dream. Canada with the ball. Looking to get cut further into this. Griner touch pass to Canada. And she gets fouled. So Canada will go to the line for free throws. So Canada passes it into Griner. Canada cuts down the middle of the paint. Griner passes it right back as Janelle Salon was not paying attention. And Canada will go to the line for free throws. Valkyries 43 by half. That's 10 points in 6 minutes. They're sort of struggling here in this quarter so far. They have 7 points. That's not a struggle. I would say yeah. She hits the first free throw, however. Looking at the comments. Oh no, sorry. I'll look at the comments in a bit. Canada hits both. Canada's up to what's that? 5 points now. And a layup on the other end. I just missed who shot it. As I was looking at Canada's stat line, but Steph Talbot with the layup. That is Steph Talbot. Score is 35-30. Canada with the ball on the right side of the floor, and we have a foul there by Janelle Salon. 5:37 to go. I'm going to run my clock down a little bit. 5:37 to go. Looks like Canada's going to the bench to get a breather here. I need Janelle Salon to put in work. She's on my fantasy team. But since they've come back from a Eurobasket, those Euro stars haven't been playing as much. Ball and play with the Dream. Handoff from Griner to Allisha Gray. She gets into the middle of the floor, goes up with the left, and scores over Mo Billings, her former teammate. And it's a 3-point game here. Dream clawing their way back. Kayla Thornton tries to respond with a 3, bounces off the rim 3 times and misses. Rebound to Griner. Pow with the ball now. Pow pulls up for 3, misses. Rebound to Hayes. Hayes gets it over to Burton. Burton gets blocked there by Hillman. Hillman with the save and saves it to Griner. What a save there. Pow on the run here. Pow slows it down. Over to Ryan Howard, who pump fakes. Dribbles that back out. 3 blocks here by the Dream. Griner ISO'd against Mo Billings. Didn't even see her on that jump shot. And we have a 1-point game, people. You can't change your vote. I ended that poll. 35-34. Brittany Griner up to 6 points. Hayes with the ball. Hayes reverses course. Gets back to her left. Throws it out to Burton at the 3-point line. Left side to Salon. Handoff to Burton. Burton back right. Over to Salon. Salon wide open for 3 on the wing. Misses. Rebound to Allisha Gray. Those are shots she was knocking down before she went to Eurobasket. So it's only a matter of time for those to come back. 16-5 run here by the Dream. Pow down to Griner. Griner reverse spins. Gets blocked by Billings, but they call a foul. That's 2 fouls on Billings. She's undersized there. Tries to get the block, do her work early. Results in a foul. Let me look at some of the comments here as Brittany Griner is at the line. WNBA legend here. Con Lanning says DeWanna brings experience to the Mercury and is back where she played from 09 to 19 and won 2 titles. Yep, that is correct. Griner hits the first to tie this game, so the Dream have completed the comeback. They were down as many as 12 and have come back to tie this one. She's up to 7 points. Other comments. I wonder if Bound is coming off the bench. That'll be the interesting one if she'll come off the bench. Griner hits both, and they have the lead. The Dream have the lead. Hayes with the ball. Hayes for 3. Misses. Pow with the rebound. Pow looking to attack here. Pow handoff to Ryan Howard. And we have a foul away from the play. Brittany Griner drawing a lot of fouls here against the undersized Valkyrie squad. Back to the comments here. Valkyrie, I already answered that. AT and DeWanna are still a couple. Yes. They are still a couple, Liz. So we'll see. So Griner stops the clock on that foul. Well, the clock had stopped on the foul on her. She's at the line for 2 free throws. She knocks down the first. Second one is up and good. So it's been all Brittany Griner here in this second quarter, really. This latter part of the second. They've limited the Valkyries to 9 points. They have 22. Thornton tries to attack, and they call a blocking foul there on Walker Kimbrough. Come on, Chris. Come on now. Body wasn't set there. That's why the foul was called. Oh, Kimbrough gets subbed out after that. Oh, good outlet pass or inbound pass from Burton to Thornton, and Thornton gets delay. 37-38 is the score. Canada with the ball over to Hillman. Hillman down to Bree Jones. Out to Hillman. Hillman, top of the key three. Misses. Rebound to KT. Valkyries looking to retake the lead here. Burton with the ball. Gets the screen from Fagbenle. Howard fights over it, and they call a foul there by Howard. I don't know if that's a foul, though. I don't agree with that. I would challenge that. Yeah, so the coach is going to challenge that call. It looks like the rookie Taylor Thierry out of Ohio State is checking into the game, but we have a break here in play as they review this call for a foul. Let's take a look at the box score while we have some time here. 38-37 is the score. The Dream outscoring the Valkyries 22-11 in this quarter to complete their comeback. Kayla Thornton with 4 points and 3 boards. Mo Billings, team high 11 points. She does have a foul. Fagbenle hasn't scored. 2 for Tip Hayes, 9 for Veronica Burton. She had 3 threes in that first quarter. For the bench, Kate Martin with 2, 5 for Caitlin Chen, 2 for Talbot, 2 for Ami here. For the Atlanta Dream, you have Ryan Howard with 5. You have 4 for Bree Jones, 10 for Griner, 11 for Gray, a team high, 6 for Canada, and then their bench only have 2 for Nas Hellman. Atlanta not shooting well from 3 at all, 18.2% from 3 on 2 of 11 shooting. They have knocked down all 10 of their free throws, shooting 48% overall from the field. For the Valkyries, they're shooting 51.9% from the field, 41% from 3, knocked down all 4 of their free throws. Valkyries have 9 turnovers as a team. The Dream have 6. So now it's just a 1-point game in favor of the home team, the Atlanta Dream. Salute to everybody here in the chat. We got a nice sized crowd here for some Monday evening hoops. Well, Monday evening where I am hoops. It could be morning where you are or early afternoon, but glad you guys are here. If you're new here, please leave a sub or please subscribe, leave a like. Helps the channel out tremendously. There is another game later on today. We'll touch on it a little bit. I'm not going to be on stream for it, but we will touch on it. I'll save the Bonner news for halftime because we'll have time. So I'll save the Dewana Bonner news for halftime. Hey, Mom, what's going on? Thanks for joining in the chat. Just got to keep an eye to see if there's any more news that is happening. All right, ball about to be back in play here. Valkyries inbound to get it into Burton. Burton with the ball over to Fagbenle. Fagbenle trying to get the ball back to somebody. Oh, almost loses it. Kayla Thornton has it, just has to shoot it. Misses, and Canada gets the rebound. Canada pushing it here. Left side of the floor. Canada Top of the key here, looking to get it to somebody. Down to Naz Hillman. Out to Allisha Gray, over to Canada. Canada, down to Bree Jones. Bree Jones, back to Canada. Canada, pump fakes. Gets cut off. Down to Bree Jones again. Drops to the cutting Allisha Gray, and she gets fouled with 1 second left on the shot clock. So Allisha Gray will go to the line for 2 free throws. 2:34 to go. Yeah, AR really bailing them out with the fouls right now. 1 second left on the shot clock. That's a tough one to give up. Allisha Gray first free throw is up and cash. Allisha Gray last 3 games, she had 17 and 8 against Minnesota, 20 and 9 against New York, and 12 and 11 against Seattle. Those are points and rebounds. Allisha Gray's second one knocks it down. So it's a 3-point game for the Atlanta Dream. They've completely flipped the script here. Allisha up to 13 points. Tip Hayes with the ball. She's been quiet. Oh, Tip Hayes darting. Oh, she wanted to pass to the corner. Amir had cut on the baseline, and it's a turnover for the Valkyries. That was a nice move by Hayes, but didn't result in the necessary or the expected outcome. Pow Pow in the game for Canada. Ball gets tipped out by Kayla Thornton. It remains with the Storm, the Dream. Canada going back to the locker room again, holding that area of her face where she got hit earlier. Ball in play with Pow Pow. Over to Allisha Gray. Gray, step back. 3. Good. Allisha Gray knocks down the top of the key. 3, and they flipped it. It's 43-37. Ball out to Amir. Amir, hand off to Thornton. Thornton with the ball. Over to Fag Benley. Over to Thornton. Thornton lines up for a 3 on the answer, and KT with the answer from 3. Back to a 3-point game. 43-40. KT with the 3. Her first of the game. Pow Pow over to Hillman. Up top to Bree Jones. Bree Jones tries to answer with a 3 here. Misses. Rebound to Amir. 1:30 to go here. Amir with the ball. Over to KT. Pump fakes for 3. Drives. Gets cut off. Over the head pass to Amir. Amir crossover on Allisha Gray. Hangs and hits. Amir with a little pity pat. Gets down the lane. Goes glass and scores. 1-point game here. 43-42. Taylor Thierry, the rookie, with the ball. Over to Allisha Gray in the corner. Guarded by Kayla Thornton. Kayla fights over the screen. Allisha Gray over to Pow Pow. Pow Pow gets downhill. Shoots the floater over Burton. Misses. Rebound to Fag Benley. A minute to go here in the second. It's been back and forth. Lob pass to Amir. She misses the pass. And Taylor Thierry with the steal. Gets it to her fellow rookie Pow Pow, who tries to attack. Throws it out to Bree Jones. Over to Allisha Gray. Wide open for 3. Oh, she misses the wide open one. Rebound by Burton. And they slow it down to Valkyries. AR needs this one. He needs just 1 point. We'll see what happens here. Tip Hayes with the ball. Griner and Coffee trying to check in. I don't know if they will. Gets it over to Burton. Burton gets downhill. Out to Hayes. Hayes for 3. You need it? You get it. Hayes for 3. And she knocks it down. 45-43. You got it, AR. About a 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. 14 seconds to go here. Valkyries on an 8-0 run. 10 seconds. Pow Pow at the top of the key. Gets it to Naz Hillman. They leave her open. Shoots the midi. Misses. Rebound to KT. KT with the ball. 1 second. KT from 3/4 court and off the top of the backboard and out of bounds. So what a nice run there by the Valkyries to close the quarter at halftime. 45-43. Valkyries over the Dream. Listen, it might be your coworker. He might be tweeting from the other, commenting from the other room. Let me stop. At halftime, 45-43. Nice way to close the half by the Valkyries there. A nice 8-0 run in the last minute and a half. Let's take a look at the box score and the team stats like we usually do. Let me get the third quarter stuff ready for us. All right, 45-43 at the half. 45-43 at the half. 26-16 first quarter. The Valkyries won that. They were getting smoked in the second, but they've come back. The Dream still win the quarter 27-19, which is why they have a 2-point lead. Rob, you're probably right. Let's take a look at the box score. Let me get my halftime bug up for you guys. 15 minutes. Halftime is usually 15 minutes. So bear with us as we go through it. For the Golden State, Kayla Thornton, 7 points for her with 4 rebounds. Mo Billings led the way with 11. None for Fagbenle, 5 for Tip Hayes, 9 for Burton. Their bench, you had 4 for Ami here, 2 for Martin, 5 for Chen, 2 for Talbot. Yeah, on FanDuel, in certain markets, you can bet on quarter points. I know, at least for FanDuel, I can speak for FanDuel. For the bench, for the Atlanta Dream, you have Ryan Howard with 5, Bree Jones with 4, Griner with 10, Allisha Gray with 16 to lead the way, 6 for Canada. You have 2 for Naz Hillman, and the rest of their bench yet to score. Looking at percentages here, you have the Valkyrie shooting 53% from the field, the Dream shooting 43%. Valkyrie shooting 46% from 3 and 100% from the line. Dream struggling from 3, 3 for 14, 21%. They've shot 12 free throws. They've made all 12. In terms of the rebounding, the Dream winning that by 1, 15-14. The Valkyries are winning both the assist. Well, they're winning the assist battle 11-9, but losing the turnover battle 11-6. In terms of steals, the Dream have 6 steals to 3 for the Valks. The Dream also have 3 blocks, none for the Valks. And both teams have 9 fouls apiece. I can't use FanDuel. I use a book exclusive to my state. Oh, got you. All right, listen, y'all. Remember, y'all said Valkyries. 70% of y'all said Valkyries when I had the poll open. But the tables have turned. And now it's back to a 2-point game. Still could be Valkyries. We'll see. I did want to take a look at the upcoming game. Bear with me one moment as I get that situated. I just froze there for a second. That was weird. Let me pull that up for us. There we go. Pull it up on ESPN here so we could take a look. Put this thing up here. Let's go there. All right, so we got the second game is the Dallas Wings versus the Phoenix Mercury. Let me zoom in a bit so you guys can see that. For those in the betting world, it looks like Dallas are 6.5-point underdogs in this one. They're missing a bunch of their starters, and the over/under is 163.5. The Dallas Wings at 6-13. On the Phoenix Mercury at 12-6. The Wings are 2-7 on the road. The Phoenix Mercury 7-3 at home. We see the season leaders for both teams. Paige Beckers leading in both points and assists. Dejanay Carrington leading in rebounds. Satu leading in both points and rebounds, and Alyssa Thomas leading in assists, averaging almost 10 assists per game. Look at the injury report here. Dejanay, Enrique, Maddie, and Ty Harris all out. For Phoenix, Lexi Hell, Satu, and Copper are all out. So I'm expecting a similar lineup to last time for the Wings. They started all 3 rookies, Paige, Isaiah, and JJ, with Luisa Geisel-Soder and Lee Yeru. I'm expecting that same lineup again. It worked out well last time. And then we'll see what the Phoenix Mercury do. Looking at the regular season series so far, the Wings lost the first game, which was on June 11th, 93-80. They came back and won at home a couple days ago, 98-89, when all 3 of the rookies had really good games. Looking at the comments. Raphael said, I told you, Jordan, these plus teams been winning. I think Vegas wants fans to make money. If only it was so simple. Kimo said, I live in a religious state where it's illegal. I hardly know anyone who goes to church, though. That's the juxtaposition there. A religion state where people don't go to church or rarely go to church. And that's the way. Chris Davis has wings for the second game. You think Beckers goes off for wings? Okay. I'm seeing a lot of wings commentary here. Wings. ARS, I was thinking of taking her over 1.5 made threes. What y'all think? It's plus money. I mean, Page. Or for Page, possible. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. All right, now I wanted to touch on this. There we go. This breaking news came in like probably 5-10 minutes ago while we were chatting about the other game. According to ESPN, DeWanna Bonner expected to sign with the Mercury, sources say. Let's take a look here. I'll zoom into the article. Written by Michael Vopel and Josh Wienerfuss. Wainfuss, however you pronounce that. WNBA veteran guard forward DeWanna Bonner is expected to sign with the Phoenix Mercury in the coming days, league sources told ESPN on Monday. Bonner, 37 years of age, began her career when she was drafted number 5 by the Mercury in 2009. Out of Auburn, she played 10 seasons in Phoenix, winning 2 chips. In 2020, she went to Connecticut, where she spent 5 seasons before signing this offseason with the Fever. As we all know how that situation panned out, then personal reasons, both team and player the fit wasn't right, so they parted ways. Bonner averaged in double figures in scoring in each of her 15 previous seasons. In W, she was 6th Woman of the Year her first 3 seasons, but been a full-time starter since 2012. However, she just started 3 of 9 Fever games, averaged 7 points, 3.8 rebounds, 1.6 assists. All right, blah, blah, blah. So it was just stuff about her background. So that is the breaking news. That was one of the preferred teams that she wanted to sign with. I didn't expect them. I didn't see the fit because the Phoenix Mercury were playing pretty well, but they're dealing with a bunch of injuries now. Doesn't hurt to sign her at a vet minimum. So she'll reunite with the team that she was drafted to and played 10 seasons for down in the Valley of the Sun, as they say. All right, time to look at these comments. AT gonna have her hands full trying to score and play make tonight. And the Wings rookies are getting opportunities with all the injuries they have. Yeah. Listen, you gotta take advantage of your opportunities here. They're getting thrown into the fire, and let's see how they respond. They responded well that first time, so I don't put it past them to do the same again. All right. While we still have some time, we got about 7 minutes until halftime. Thanks for bearing with me for this halftime report. We could take a look at the standings really quickly. These are the 2025 standings in the W right now. So Minnesota far and away the best team record-wise. They're on a 4-game winning streak. They have a 16-2 record. We did their game against the Sky on stream last night or yesterday evening, and they ended up beating the Sky by about 5-ish points or so. Got pretty interesting down the stretch, but the better team always finds a way to pull it out. They are 10-0 at home. So salute to the Lynx. The Mercury at 12-6. They've lost their last 2, but they're 7-3 in their last 10. The my Liberty, lost yesterday to the Dream. To the Storm. I was at that game. Pretty disappointing loss. They're at 12-6. They've lost. They're 4-6 in their last 10, so they have some things to address as well. The Seattle Storm right behind them at 12-7. Atlanta at 11-7. Golden State at 9-8 at the 6th seed. The Fever in 7 at 9-9, and the Las Vegas Aces at 9-9 as the 8th seed. Washington not too far behind at 8-10. Then you got the bottom teams. The Sparks at 6-13. tied with the Wings at 6-13, Chicago at 5-11, and the league's punching bag right now, the Connecticut Sun at 2-16. They've lost their last 10 games in a row. That's tough. Chris Davis said All-Star picks are tomorrow. Yes, we already have the All-Star rosters, meaning the players that are available to the players who will be playing in the game. Now we just got to see what teams they get selected to. Let's take a look at tomorrow's games. Give me a second as I load that up. So we have an early game tomorrow between the Chicago Sky and the Washington Mystics. That game is at 11:30 a.m. Eastern. It is a summer camp game for the kids who are at summer camp here in the U.S. in the U.S. The team designates a game or two where they sell to these kids so they can all bring their summer camp kids from around the city, and they can come watch a W game. So that game tomorrow is the Mystics and the Sky. Mystics are the home team. I will be streaming this one, a nice 11:30 a.m. Eastern start. So be on the lookout for that. And then I will not be streaming this game between the Aces and the Liberty. I will be down at Barclays Center to watch this game in person. That game will be on ESPN at 8 p.m. Eastern. So no stream tomorrow evening for this game. But I will be in the building to watch it. Hopefully the Liberty can pull off the win. Right? We're running down the time. We got about 3.5 minutes. So I'm looking at the comments. Con Landing says, today is Lisa Leslie's 53rd birthday. Her last career game was in 2009 in the playoffs against the Mercury, who had a 21-year-old rookie on their roster named DeJuan Bonner. See? That's crazy. One legend was going out, and one legend or Hall of Famer was in. Robert says Bonner's departure from the Fever, not a good look. Instant karma regarding Commissioner's Cup. Yeah, I mean, I don't think DeWanna Bonner is too worried about the Commissioner's Cup, and she's won 2 W championships already. I think that was her main priority. Whatever happened in Indiana just didn't work out. So I guess both parties will see if they both win. It looks like the Fever have won, meaning they won the Commissioner's Cup. And we'll see if Bonner gets her goal of getting another championship or fulfilling whatever last items on her checklist for her career. All righty then. So I'll just pull this back up so you guys can take a look. This is the current game we're doing. 45-43. We're still at the half. Not missing anything. You're not missing anything. Let me see if there's any more breaking news that has been released since we've been on stream. Oh, Coach Tippett's being funny. They say Coach Tippett's on report that DeWanna Bonner is expected to sign with the Mercury. He says, quote, "Who is that?" Unquote. That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. Cameron, what's going on? Just got in here. Who do we think is going to win the game? A lot of the players, I mean, a lot of the people in the chat said Valkyries, about 70% of them. They were up big in that first quarter, as you can see, 26-16. But the Dream have flipped the script. They took the lead momentarily, but the Valkyries ended that second quarter really well. 8-0 run to have a 2-point lead going into the third quarter. Right, broadcast is restarting now. Let me make sure everything is good. Yep, we're good here. 45-43. Salute to everyone joining. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like on the stream. Helps the channel out. Thank you for bearing with me for the halftime report. Appreciate you guys tapping in and staying around. Hope you grab some snacks, some drinks. We have another 20 minutes of W hoops in this one, and then we have another game afterwards that I won't be streaming. Both teams, looking at the halftime stats here, that 20 points in the paint for both teams here. There we go. Rebounding about equal. The big advantage is the Atlanta Dream at the free throw line. 12 free throws attempted to 4 for the Valkyries. All right, let's see who starts in this second half. Jordan Canada had gone back to the locker room, so let's see what happens here. I don't see Jordan Canada. That's not a good sign. She's looks like Maya Caldwell starts the second half. 3 for Mo Billings. She misses. Fag Bentley gets the offensive rebound. Over to Burton. Burton goes cross court to Billings. Billings attacks baseline, goes up. Layup is good for Mo Billings. 47-43. Ryan Howard with the ball. Ryan Howard down to Bree Jones. Bree Jones with the ball at the elbow, and they call a reach-in foul by Mo Billings. So it'll stay Atlanta Dream basketball here. Ryan Howard to inbound opposite her bench, gets it into Allisha Gray, back to Ryan. Let's see if she can wake up a little bit. She's been a little quiet. Bree Jones with the ball over to Maya Caldwell. Caldwell over to Gray, down to Jones. Jones fall away over Billings and scores. Bree Jones with the fall away jump shot and gets herself on the board in this third quarter. Bree Jones up to 6 points. Hayes with the ball. Hayes over to Billings, handoff to Thornton. Thornton tries to get downhill, stops at the right elbow, gets it over to Fag Bentley. Back to Thornton. Thornton, one dribble inside the 3, mid-range is short, and I don't know what happened. I think they called a foul there. I don't know who the foul is on. They call it on Griner. They fouled. It's not a 3-point attempt. Oh, she's but they call a foul on that 2-point attempt. So Kayla Thornton at the line for 2 free throws. She hits the first. And she knocks down the second. Is it a 3-shot foul? It looked like a 2. I don't think it was a 3. I guess it was. It's 49-40. Oh, I'm adding it to the wrong team, guys. My bad. I'm tripping. The score is 50-45. I'm tripping. 50-45, Valkyries on top. 7 for 7 for the line for the Valks. Both teams haven't missed a free throw yet. Griner in the post, throws it out to Howard. Howard with the ball, comes off the screen going left. Howard, hezzy move, gets back baseline. Howard drops it off to a rolling Bree Jones. She misses the layup. Fight for the rebound goes to Veronica Burton, and Mo Billings with the ball. She'll dribble it across half court. Mo Billings, hand off to Hayes. Hayes, pump fakes at the 3, drops it off to Billings, and a foul there by Ryan Howard, stopping the roller. So that's 4 fouls on Ryan Howard. Oh, Allisha Gray jumps the passing lane, saves it, but saves it right back to the Valkyries. Allisha Gray's in the front row. They're playing 5-on-4. Hayes, corner to Thornton. Thornton, corner 3. Oh, she misses the wide open 3. They get lucky there, the Dream. Ryan Howard looks to attack. Gets fouled there by Hayes. Ryan Howard with 5 points and 4 fouls. So she's almost has as many fouls as points here. Not ball in play here with the Dream. Ryan Howard with the ball. Comes off the screen going right. In and out dribble. Left to the left. Over to Hillman. Hillman over to Caldwell. Caldwell over to Jones. Jones over to Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard downhill. Stop. Step through move. Tries to draw a foul. They don't call it. Thornton secures it. Outlet over to Burton. Burton gets down the lane. Thinks better of it. Dribbles back out. Burton. Down to Fag Bentley, who spins off Hillman. Drops it off to Billings. Corner 3 short. That looks short from this angle. Rebound to Griner. What's up, Kat? Good to see you in the chat. And Bree Jones attacks Mo Billings and scores. 50-47 here. Hayes with the ball. Goes cross-court over to Fag Bentley. Fag Bentley for 3 now, and she misses. So the Valkyries getting a little 3 happy here, and they're not falling there. Caldwell with the ball down to Griner. Griner, they send a late double out. Griner spins away from it, throws it out to Hillman. Hillman over to Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard comes off the screen. Ryan Howard attacks Thornton, tries to step through. I don't know what that was. She gets her own rebound, though. Caldwell, corner 3 in front of the bench, and she swirls it in. And it's a tie game, 50 apiece. Burton with the ball, crosses half court. We're tied at 50. Burton at half court, calling for the play. Gets the screen from Fag Bentley, drops it off to Fag Bentley on the roll, and they call a foul there. Who's the foul on? Jones, I think. They say it's not on a shot attempt. I was trying to listen to what was going on. Everybody looked confused. But it's gonna be a sideline out of bounds play. Maya Caldwell goes to the bench. So it's Allisha Gray, Hillman, Griner, Jones, and Howard on the floor. Hayes with the ball for the Valkyries, though. Hayes, top of the key 3, short. And Fag Bentley saves the offensive rebound, gets it back to Hayes. Hayes to the left, goes with the left-hand layup and scores. Tiffany Hayes, the Atlanta legend in her early playing days, gets the basket. Howard with the ball. Howard slows it down. She wants Allisha Gray to get the ball. Allisha gets it down to Jones. They send a late double, a pass over Hillman. He gets it back to Gray, though. 5 on the shot. Gray, baseline jump shot, and misses. Billings with the rebound. Ball over to Burton. Burton, bounce pass to Hayes in the corner. Hayes, the catapult 3, and she knocks it down. Tip Hayes knocks down the corner 3, her first of the game, it feels like. And they're up 5 again, 55-50. Yeah, Kat, you heard that? There's a foul there by Hayes on Howard. Let me see what Hayes is doing. Yeah, that was Hayes' second 3 of the game. Excuse me, I shortchanged there. 2 threes for Tip Hayes. Burton for the Valkyries goes to the bench. Maya Caldwell checks back in. Griner goes to the bench. So Bree Jones will move down to the center. Letitia Me here checks in for Monique Billings on the Valkyries. So a couple subs here. Let's see. Caitlin Chen also has checked in as well. So a lot of substitutions here. Allisha Gray comes up the screen going left. Finds Caldwell, top of the key. Over to Hillman. Corner to Allisha Gray. 3 on the clock. Good hands by KT. And her defense forces a turnover on the Dream. Kayla Thornton, I miss you. I miss you, KT. Come back home. Nah, I mean she got an all-star nod with the Valkyries. She ain't going nowhere. Timeout here on the floor, 55-50. KT and Allisha share a laugh. They were teammates with the Wings a couple seasons back, if I remember correctly. So they have a nice friendship there. We're going to a timeout, though, however. 55-50, 4:48 to go in this third quarter. Chris, appreciate that. Salute, salute. Let's take a look at the box score. So 55-50, 10-7 in favor of the Valkyries in this third quarter. For the Golden State Valkyries, Kayla Thornton with 10 points on 1 made 3, 4 rebounds for her. Mo Billings with 13, a team high 13. You got Fack Bentley with none, 10 for Tip Hayes, 9 for Burton still. She had all 9 of her points in that first quarter. Ami here with 4, 2 for Martin, 5 for Chen, 2 for Talbot still. Looking at the Atlanta Dream, you have Ryan Howard with 5 points and 4 fouls. You have 8 for Bree Jones, 10 for Griner, 16 for Allisha Gray, 6 for Jordan Canada. For their bench, Naz Hillman with 2 and only 3 for Maya Caldwell. So they only have 5 points from their bench compared to 9, 11, 13 for the Valkyries. So they need a little bit more assistance there. The Dream do. 4:48 to go, y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I always gotta thank y'all. I know y'all be like, man, you thanked us already, but your support doesn't go unnoticed. Appreciate the super chats, the likes, the subscriptions. It helps the channel out tremendously. As we approach the halfway point of this WNBA season, this is my 3rd season doing coverage of the W on this channel. Will be on tomorrow. For those just joining, I will be on tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. Eastern, for the first game of the day between the Washington Mystics and the Chicago Sky. That's like a summer camp game for the kids to attend. That's why it's early. We'll probably do a couple of those throughout the week. I won't be doing the Liberty game that evening. I'll be at that game. And then on Wednesday, we have a lot of early games. We have a game at 11 between the Storm and the Sun, and a game at 12 between the Valkyries and the Fever, followed by a game at 3:30 p.m. between the Lynx and the Mercury, and then another game at 8 between the Wings and the Sky. So we have a bunch of games to choose from. I'll probably do 2 or 3 games depending on timing. I'm leaning more towards Valkyries Fever noon. Valkyries Fever noon on Wednesday, and then we'll do a game after that. We'll get back to that at the next break. Ball's back in play here with the Valkyries. Caitlin Chen at the controls. Over to Hayes. Hayes attacks Howard. Hangs. Goes up with the scoop on the left-hand side on the reverse and misses. Rebound to Ryan Howard. Howard with the ball. Gets it in the corner to Caldwell. Same spot she hit before. Misses. Fight for the rebound. Gets tipped out by the Valkyries. It'll stay Dream basketball. Caldwell goes to the bench. Jordan Canada is back after not starting the third quarter. I guess that injury is the pain is subsiding. I need her for 10 points tonight, so hopefully she can stay in longer. That's very selfish of me, I will say. Hillman with the ball. Hillman with 5 on the clock. Hillman attacks Ami here, spins. Ami here tries to block it. Canada with the offensive rebound, and she misses the layup. Oh, painful. Ami here with the rebound. Ami here, handoff to Hayes. Hayes attacks right. Picks up her dribble, looking to get it to somebody. Keeps that pivot. Oh, Jordan Canada gets a hand on it, but Chen saves it. No, Canada with the steal. It's one-on-one here. Canada thinks better of it, slows it down as a good point guard should. I got to give her respect. Canada with the ball, attacks left, throws it out to Hillman. Allisha Gray over to Canada in the corner, down to Bree Jones. Bree Jones against Thornton, out to Howard, over to Hillman. Hillman for 3, and Hillman hits the left wing 3 right in front of the Atlanta bench. And they said Naz Hillman has the plus minus on the floor for Atlanta right now. Ball with the Valkyries. Fact Bentley, top of the key, tells Ami here to set the screen. Gets it over to Thornton. Thornton with 2 seconds. KT, desperation three. KT, desperation three. That's 2 threes. I know somebody said they needed 2 threes for Kayla. She has it now. Bree Jones gets fouled and 1 response. And let's Fact Bentley know about it. Bree Jones into double figures here with that one. KT, desperation three with 1 second on the clock. Just gets it up there and cashes out. KG, salute. Appreciate you. Thanks for commenting here in the chat. Bree Jones up to 10 points and 5 rebounds. I was tempted to put her for a double-double today. She still could possibly get it. They're still working on Jordan Canada. I think it's on the same thing. You know, sweating and band-aids don't always, especially in that weird area right here on your eyebrow. It's a very weird area. So sweating and band-aids don't really work well together there. KG said Griner is there solely for the playoff run when they need to play bully ball. Kind of like Jonquil, yeah. Because they saw how Jonquil was beating them up last year. So they went and got 2 bigs, Bree Jones and Griner. And you can see how they beat us up. Bree Jones completes the 3-point play. It's a 2-point game here. What's up, Empire? Salute. Better late than never. Appreciate you joining. Tip Hayes for 3. Misses, and Canada with the rebound. Getting trapped in the corner. Gets it to Naz Hillman. Naz Hillman will cross half court here. Picks up her dribble. Gets it back to Canada. Canada with the ball. Canada down to Bree Jones. Bree Jones looking to attack Fact Bentley. Reverse spins to the baseline. They bring the late trap. Chen tries to trap it, but they call a foul there on Chen. So Bree Jones will go back to the line for free throws. Yeah, Liz, I miss KT so bad, man. I miss KT so bad. We need some of that grit back in New York. Somebody who's going to dive on the loose ball, play lockdown D as Bree Jones hits the first. I'm over here reminiscing about KT. I need 3rd quarter dream win and I will catch a live 4,400. Looking at that 3rd quarter score right now, she knocks down the second. Dream up 15-13 in this quarter, if that's what you're talking about. Caitlin Chen with the ball. 2:16 to go here. Chen comes off the screen left, picks up her dribble. Nowhere to go. Gets it over to me here, left wing. Hand off to Kate Martin. She's been quiet for 3. So every time I talk, they do things. Kate Martin cashes out from 3. 61-58. Valkyries back on top here. Canada with the ball. Gets it down to Bree Jones against Mo Billings. Finds Canada on the cut. Canada out to Hillman. Hillman, top of the key, 3. Back rim, fight for the rebound. Bree Jones gets it. Allisha Gray for 3. And Allisha Gray knocks down the 3. And it's back to a tie game, 61 apiece. They're going back and forth here. Caitlin Chen goes downhill out to Thornton. Thornton catch and shoot 3. Rims out. Fight for the rebound. Naz Hillman is out on her. It'll remain Valkyries basketball. Let's go AJ Wilson. What? Wrong team, my friend. Man put basketball, soccer, tennis. Kate Martin finds a cutting Kayla Thornton, but she gets her shot blocked. Valkyries retain possession. 1:22 to go. 14 on the shot clock. Who's Grimer? You talking about Brittany Griner? Kate Martin the inbound. Same play again. Kayla Thornton again, right down the middle of the paint and scored. They ran the same play twice. That's insane. That is insane. They ran the same exact inbound play, and it worked the second time. Maya Caldwell with the ball. Caldwell over to Hillman. Hillman trying to get it down to Bree Jones. Back to Hillman. Hillman reloads. 3. Naz Hillman for 3. She's really improved her 3-point range. Hits from the left wing there, right in front of her bench. And the Dream take a 1-point lead. 50 seconds to go here. Let me slow my clock down. Kate Martin with the ball. Kate Martin tries to answer with a 3. Okay! I see you. Quiets the crowd here. Kate Martin, back-to-back threes for her. 66, 64. It's a 3-point shootout there in Atlanta, College Park. Allisha Gray with the ball. Handoff to Maya Caldwell. Caldwell for 3. Oh, too strong. KT with the rebound. Over to Caitlin Chen. About a 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. KT with the ball now. Guess they're trying to get it back to Kate. They do get it back to Kate. Guarded tightly by Caldwell. Martin with the ball. 5 on the shot clock. 4. Kate, another 3. Oh, in and out rebound. Put back by Mo Billings on the offensive rebound. Canada with the ball. 1 second. They're showing. I can't see. Canada from half court or from 3-point line and misses. The Valkyries closing the quarters really well. They go up by 4 going into the fourth. 68-64. I think Valkyries win that quarter by 2. That last putback did you in. Whoever bet that third quarter in favor of the Dream. 23-21 in the fourth. Let's get ready for the fourth. And 23-21 in the third. Let's get ready for the fourth. AR said cash on Vax team total over in this quarter. Salute. Look at you, man. Man, cleaning up in this game. Man, every time I think Atlanta has stolen the momentum, the Valkyries snatch it right back. Let's take a look at the box score while we have a chance here. (68-64). Valkyries outscored the Dream 23-21. That last putback did you in there. I don't know if there's a push on that. Probably not, right? If they both ended up tied. But yeah. Kayla Thornton for the Valkyries up to 15 points on 2 made threes. Also has 5 rebounds. You have Mo Billings with 15 and 3 rebounds. None for Fag Benley. Tip Hayes with 10. Veronica Burton still with 9. Does have 6 assists though. Letitia and me here with 4, 5 for Chen, 8 for Martin. She just knocked down 2 threes in that quarter. 2 for Steph Talbot. None for Janelle Solon. You have Atlanta, Bree Jones. They were going to her a lot in that third. 13 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Does have 2 steals and a block to go along with it. Ryan Howard, I don't know, 5 points, 4 assists. She's very inconsistent, too inconsistent for my liking. 10 points for BG. Allisha Gray with 19 to lead the way. 6 for Jordan Canada. She's been in and out. She also has 5 assists. You have Naz Hillman with 8. None for Pow Pow. 3 for Caldwell. Like I said, the bench has been the weak point for the Dream in this game. They have 11 points off their bench compared to, 19 for the Valkyries. Right. Well, what we thinking, y'all? What we thinking? Do the Valkyries hold on for the win? Or do the Dream come back and snatch this win away from the Valks? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. I know y'all saying Kate Martin should be starting, but who does she start in place of? She's not really a point guard, so you wouldn't start her there. For Tiffany Hayes, I think you start Tiffany Hayes, in my opinion. Kayla Thornton is their all-star. Can't bench her. She's not big enough to play the 4. So you have to start the 2 big. So it's just a matter of necessity for where they have her starting. Cub fan on the Twitch, salute. Hoping the Valks hold on. Ball in play here for the 4th and final quarter here. Griner in the paint against Billings. Gets fouled. and she'll go to the line for free throws. 9:47 to go, so 13 seconds off the clock. She does bring that spark off the bench, yeah. She came in and hit 2 threes there. Nah, I get you. We all want our favorite players to start. BG misses the free throw. I need Canada to get 10 points. I think that's the only thing I'm missing on this first one. Tiffany Hayes already has my points. She hits the second, Brittany Griner, and it's a 3-point game, 68-65. I think that was the first miss of the free throw of the game by the Dream. Yep, they're 16 for 17 as a team. Kate Martin, another 3. Oh, she banks it in from the right wing. What an odd angle to bank it in from. And she's smiling. She knows that was luck. That's 3 threes for Kate in this second half. Ryan Howard tries to respond, can't. Letitia and me here with the rebound. He banked it in from the right wing. That was a weird angle. Mo Billings down the lane, smokes the left-hand layup. Rebound to Griner. Allisha Gray with the ball. Allisha Gray through that lane, finds the cutting Howard. Howard catches somehow and lays it in. That's an assist for Allisha Gray. Point by Ryan Howard. 4-point game here. The bank is open late on a Monday evening in Atlanta. Ami here fakes the handoff to Martin. Allisha Gray all over Martin, denying her the ball. Solid defense by Allisha. Handoff to KT. KT has to throw it up again. Oh, that almost went in. If that would have went in, bro. Rebound to Canada. That was a good defense by the Dream, though. I got to salute him. Over to Naz Hillman. Hillman with the ball. Over to Ryan Howard. They're trying to get BG in the post up, but Ryan Howard fakes. Canada for 3. We need it. And she doesn't get it. Naz Hillman with the rebound. That should have been a push in the back. Allisha Gray for 3. She misses. Fight for the rebound. Ami here secures it. Ami here starts the break here. It's a 3-on-2. They get it over to Chen. Chen is wide open. Chen wide open for 3. And Chen knocks down her second 3 of the game. That's her season high. 74-67, excuse me. Unless they called that a 2. I thought that was a 3. Let me verify. Canada out to Hillman. Up top to Howard. Howard, they needed Howard. Ryan Howard answers the call. She knocks down the top of the key 3. It's a 3-point game here. Let me verify. They said that was a 2. They said it was a 2 by Ryan Howard. It's a turnover there by the Valkyries. Allisha Gray to Naz Hillman. Naz Hillman with the layup. And we have a 1-point game. It's 73-72. They said that last shot by Chen was a 2. 73-72 here. So Ryan Howard is showing the replay. She catches this nice pass from Gray. Hits a nice finger roll layup. And then comes back next possession. Cashes out for 3. Cameron, I think you needed those 2 assists. Yeah, Cat, it looked like a 3. They put 2. They have it as a 2 on all these sports sites. But maybe her toe was on the line from the angle we got. So the Dream keeping hope alive. It's a 1-point game. Let's take a look at the box score. I still can't believe Kate Martin banked that in from that angle like that. That was a wild bank. 73-72 is the current score. Dream leading the fourth quarter, scoring 8-5. Kathy, salute for the sub. Appreciate you. Salute. Kayla Thornton with 15 points and 5 rebounds, as we discussed. 15 for Mo Billings, 10 for Hayes. But it's the bench. 4 for Ami here with 6 rebounds and 4 assists. You have 7 for Chen. Kate Martin with 11 off the bench, 2 for Talbot. So what's that? 18, 24 points off their bench. Cameron, I appreciate that. Listen, y'all when y'all want to bet, listen to the channel, and your bets have a higher percentage of cash. And I'm just saying, listen, I ain't say it. My man Cameron said it, so I'm just letting y'all know. But I'm glad you could cash out, my friend. I'm glad you cashed out on your bets. Salute to everybody joining. We've as the games turn to the fourth quarter, the viewer count goes up. We're up to 107 on the YouTube. Appreciate everyone who's tuning in. Make sure you leave a like. You can discuss whatever. Discuss some hoops in the comments. Who do you think's gonna win? The Valkyries have been holding off the Dream for as long as they can, but the Dream are right back in it. Yeah, they say it was an 18-foot jumper, right? Yeah, that's what they said. I see it here on the play-by-play on Yahoo as well. Yeah, they say Caitlin makes a 19-foot jumper along the right baseline. Listen. There's a recommendation on the bets in chat. Take it. Listen. Remember, with all your betting, you just be careful. If you feel yourself slipping a little bit, call the number 1-800-GAMBLER. Remember when somebody asked me, it was like, should I bet my last? I need dinner. Should I bet this money on it? I said, bro, just take the food, man. Just take the food. Don't. Ball back in play, however. Exactly. Only bet we can afford to lose. Ball goes off Kate Martin's leg. It's a turnover by the Valks. Man, talking about he's gonna bet his last because he needs dinner. I said, bro, just take that money and buy dinner. It's that simple. Ball in play here with the Dream. Jordan Canada with the ball. Naz Hillman with the ball. Back to Canada. Back to Hillman. And we have a foul away from the play. Yeah, man, you need to be thinking with a clear mind when you're making these decisions. Make sure you're fully hydrated. Your stomach is your appetite is fulfilled, so you can make some educated decisions. Ball to play with the Dream. Canada pump fakes for three, gets it down to Griner. Griner spins out on the baseline. Back to Canada. Back to Griner. Griner reverse off and misses. Naz Hillman gets the rebound, misses the putback. Mo Billings with the rebound. Ball with Burton. Burton on the crossover on Hillman. Goes baseline. Doesn't take the reverse layup. Dribbles out to the other side over to Hayes. Hayes on the right wing, gets into the paint, throws up the left hand layup and scores. Tip Hayes with the layup. 75-72. Back to a 3-point game here. Oh, why is it saying 3? Oh, I didn't stop my clock. My bad, y'all. I'm like 3 minutes left. What do you mean? It's 6 minutes left. Hold on, let me change this before. We have a break in play right now. I'm like 3 minutes left. What you talking about, Willis? I got scared. There we go. 6:05. I think I forgot to pause the time when we had that last break. 6:05 to go. Brittany Griner with four fouls. 75-72. Ball and play with the Valkyries. Yeah, I stopped watching my clock too. I'm over here watching the clock on the screen. Ball and play with the Valkyries. Hayes goes into the lane, doesn't get the foul call. Rebound to the Dream. Canada goes behind the back, fakes the pass out to Howard. Howard, another three. Hey, Ryan Howard. She's come alive in this fourth. It's a tie game, 75-all. Burton tries to attack. Doesn't get the foul call. Ball gets blocked and it stays with the Valkyries after a fight under the basket. Where y'all? If anything is wrong, just let me know. I'm so focused on the actual game. Sometimes I'll just be pressing the wrong buttons over here. And sometimes I'll verbally say the time. So whatever I say verbally is usually what's correct. Ryan Howard up to 13 points on 3 of 7 shooting from 3. It is Valkyrie's ball to inbound. Yeah, Howard is a volume shooter. She's going to shoot a bunch. Eventually, stuff will start to fall. Oh, that looked like a double dribble. Ball goes out to KT. She bumps off Howard. One hand push shot goes off Hayes. And no. They the ref should come together. and they should change the play. It should go to the Dream. Yeah, Dream basketball. Ball and play with the Dream. Tie game, 75 apiece. 75 apiece. Now you got me checking the clock a lot. Oh, we have a foul by Tiffany Hayes trying to fight over the screen. 5:14 to go. So we're right on target here. 5:14 to go in this fourth quarter. Come on, Jordan. I need what Jordan got right now. I need 4 points, Jordan. Stop messing with my money. Canada with the ball. Over to Hillman. Hillman back to Canada. Canada trying to get it down to Jones. They can't get it down. In fact, Bentley really in deny mode. Howard another off balance three. This one was off. Yeah. You trying to say Ryan Howard is just taller Enrique? That's funny. But she has turned into that type of shooter. But she is a better defender than Enrique. I will shoot her some bail on that one. But she does have that same type of volume shot selection. Thornton over to Burton, left side to Billings. They call a moving screen on Billings. I thought that was a solid screen, but it's a turnover by the Valkyries. 75-75, 4-4-4 to go. Ball and play with Canada. Canada gets downhill, stops in the paint, hands off to Allisha Gray. Allisha Gray takes the bump, floater in, one. Off balance, Allisha Gray going to the line for the 3-point play. Allisha Gray, the all-star starter, 2-time player of the month. Scores. KG says when you have Bree Jones and Griner and Allisha getting boys, you can afford to shoot volume. That's a fine line you have to walk there as Allisha completes the 3-point play. 3-point lead for the Dream here. Veronica Burton crosses half court. Burton, and they draws the foul on Canada, who's playing tight defense on her. That's the Dream's first foul of this quarter. I don't want to see a rake on the Valkyries. No siree. Burton and inbound here. Ball and play with Tip Hayes. 4:21 to go. Hayes attacks Howard. Comes back off that screen. Oh, bad pass. Canada jumps the passing lane. And it's a 2-on-1 here. Canada, no look to Allisha Gray. Gets blocked by Veronica Burton. In fact, Bentley with the ball. Wow, that was a 3-on-1. And the Valkyries come out on top. The spacing was a little off on that one, in my opinion. Burton with the ball, top of the key. And Burton to the paint. No foul. Bree Jones rips the rebound away. Griner has 4 fouls. Matthew. She hasn't fouled out, but this is a quickly moving game. Canada tries to get into the paint. Now gets back into the paint. Canada stops, and they call a foul there by Hayes on Bree Jones. That's 5 fouls on the Valkyries in this quarter. That might be bonus time. Kate Martin checks back in. And I think we have a timeout here on the floor. 3:39 to go. Let me run my clock down a bit. Valkyries trying to get back in here. It's 78-75. Dream on top. Take a look. 78-75. 3:39 to go. Everything seems right. Dream outscoring the Valks 14-7 in this fourth quarter. Got 15 apiece for Thornton and Billings. 12 for Hayes still, 9 for Burton. Me here with 4, 7 for Chen, 11 for Martin. But it's really the Dream I want to look at. Ryan Howard with 13 now on 5 of 12 shooting. She is a +10 in her minutes, so salute to her scoring when it matters. 13 for Bree Jones with 8 rebounds. You have 11 for Griner, 22 for Allisha Gray, 6 for Canada with 7 assists. Nas Hillman with 10, got 3 for Caldwell, and nobody else has scored. Matthew said, let's go defense. A little bit too reactive. Defense, please review Chicago 3-point over. Oh. Right? So we're in a timeout right now. You're not missing anything. Timeout, salute. Count is going up. Salute to everyone who's joining now. Make sure you leave a like on the stream, subscribe. We got a nice game on our hands. Back-to-back nice close games. Yesterday we had the Lynx and the Sky. Came down to a couple possessions there at the end. And now we have another close game, 3-point game here between the Valkyries and the Dream. A couple people already cashed out their bets today. Cashed in their bets today, I should say. So hopefully we can get some more wins here. Chazzy Gray, salute for the sub. Salute. Hit the like button. Yeah, like Mom said, hit the likes. Let's get the likes up. We're about 11 away from 1,100 subs on the channel. So I appreciate all the support. Okay, it looks like they're about to come back shortly. All right, broadcast is coming back now. 3:39 to go. They're previewing Sunday's game between the Dream and the Liberty. I'll be at that game as well, I believe. That game is at Barclays Center. John, salute. Thanks for finding the channel and watching. I seen somebody else sub. We're up to 1,090 now. Appreciate who that was. I'm not too sure what triggers my my bot to trigger the sub on the stream, but appreciate you subbing. All right, let's see what the resolution is here. So the lineups on the floor is Canada, Howard, Jones, Hillman, and Gray. Oh, they were having a dance battle. Some lady in a Atlanta Braves jersey and a big Atlanta hat. She was shaking them shoulders. I respect it. Bree Jones at the line. Free throw is up. Bree Jones knocks down the free throw. Second free throw misses, and rebound to Kate Martin. Nem says, do I cover every WNBA game? A majority. The games that the Liberty are playing at home, no. Unless it's a late game that I can come home to because I attend those games in person. But for a majority, at least one game, at least a couple games a week I try. Turnover by the Valkyries. Let's get back to this. Canada, bounce pass to Gray. Gray on the break. Left-hand layup is good. Defense to offense for the Atlanta Dream, and they're extending the lead. It's 81-75. We have a foul call here. Nah, I'm not doing the Mercury game tonight. I'll be back tomorrow morning for the early game. The game between the Sky and the Mystics. Sometimes I do double headers. Tonight is just not one of those nights. There's a discrepancy here. They're saying that Kate. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I missed the. I think they're saying that Kate Martin had the ball, inbounded the ball, and then they re-inbounded it, so it counted as an out-of-bounds call. Turnover by the Valkyries. They're faltering here. Canada picks up her dribble, gets it to Howard. Howard's had a hell of a fourth. Double clutches, misses. Nas Hillman can't secure the rebound. Rebound to Burton. Burton with the ball. Comes off the screen. Out to Fagbenle. Valkyrie struggling here in the fourth. Oh, Ryan Howard jumps the pass, and there's a jump ball between Fagbenle and Ryan Howard. They try to do a dribble handoff between Martin and Fagbenle. Ryan Howard jumps that and secures the jump ball here. So it's a jump ball between Fagbenle and Howard. Valkyrie shooting 30% in this quarter. It's a bit of a struggle for them. They're being outscored 17-7, and the Dream win the tip. I think Fagbenle won the tip, but it tipped it to Jordan Canada. 81-75, that is the correct score. Canada, top of the key here. Gets the screen from Hillman. Canada, out to Hillman. Hillman, down to Bree Jones in the post. Back out to Hillman. Hillman, another three? Oh, Naz Hillman, another three. Naz Hillman, how many she got? Hillman with 3 threes in this game. Nem, salute for the subs. Nem Dope, salute for the sub. 75-84. Biggest lead of the night for the Dream. Mo Billings looks to attack. Dream shake, step through, off the glass, rolls in. Monique Billings, the ex-Atlanta Dream player. Big shot by Mo. And it's a 2 minutes left on the clock. 2 minutes left on the clock. Inside out offense for the Atlanta Dream. They get it into Bree Jones. They go to trap her a little bit or shade down to her in the paint. She throws it out to Naz Hillman, who has improved as a three-point shooter. And she cashes in. Bree Jones again. Back out to Canada. Canada pump fakes for 3. Out to Naz Hillman. Another 3. Naz? Oh, Naz Hillman back-to-back threes. That might be the dagger here. And a timeout called by the Valkyries. Naz Hillman, 4 threes on the night. She's up to 16 points. 4 of her 5 made shots have been threes. And it's been all Naz Hillman here. Inside out offense again. Jordan Canada attracts 2. Throws it out to Naz Hillman. Top of the key. She lines it up. Cash. Hold the follow through. And looking like my prediction was true. I did say Atlanta win. It was looking shaky in that first quarter. But career high for Naz Hillman. 16 points. That might be career high in threes made as well. 4 threes. Naz Hillman out of Michigan. I think she went to Michigan State. Naz Hillman, 15-2 run here by the Dream in the last 4 minutes. The Valkyries offense has sputtered. $87-77. Dream on top. 10-point lead. 141 to go in the fourth. So no, I'm not doing that Wings game. I'm not no double header tonight. Since I'm streaming early, 11:30 is not really early, but since I'm streaming it early in the morning, I'm not gonna do both. Yeah, Valks did not put this away when they had the chance. But you gotta give credit to the Atlanta Dream. The Dream have closed that gap that I was mentioning with the bench points. The Valkyries have 24. The Dream have 19. And 16 of them are Naz Hillman. So she's been carrying bench production here for the Dream. 16 of their 19 bench points. Hayes gets it into Thornton. Oh, almost a backcourt violation. But I think they could have been able to go into backcourt. Thornton attacks. Throws up the floater. Monique Billings offensive rebound misses and gets fouled. Mo Billings will go to the line for 2 free throws. This clock stopped at 1:34 here. So Bree Jones, 14 points, 3 fouls. She has 8 rebounds. I was thinking about putting her for a double-double. Might have to sweat it out if I would have. Monique Billings' first free throw is up and good. Oh, I don't know where the foul was. That was a little shaky, a little questionable on that foul. Monique Billings hits the second. Valkyries have made all their free throws. 9 free throws. 9 attempted, 9 made. Canada downhill. Hook pass to Howard. Howard almost loses the ball. Look a little too cool for school on that one. In and out dribble. Gets to the left. Has he dribble. Goes baseline. Throws an off-balance floater. Rolls around Hillman. Offensive rebound. They get it back out to Canada. Canada down to Bree Jones. Bree Jones over to Allisha Gray. This could be the dagger again. Rolls around. Oh, she can't get it. Monique Billings, defensive rebound. Bodies on the floor. Burton with the ball. In and out dribble. Gets downhill on Gray. Attacks and scores with the right. Ball in play quickly with Atlanta. 6-point game here. 87-81. Under a minute to go. Allisha Gray in the corner. They throw it over to Jordan. Jordan Canada. They're electing not to foul, and they finally do. This could help me out a little bit. Atlanta in the bonus. Canada going to the line for free throws. I hope they keep playing the foul game and Canada has the ball. Canada going to the line for 2 free throws. 6 points. She's made both. She is a 69% foul shooter, according to the broadcast here. Jordan Canada, first free throw is up. She misses. It's over. She don't respect coin. Nia Coffey checks in for Bree Jones for the Dream. Canada at the line for the second, and she knocks down the second. So the Valks call a reset timeout, so they just advance the ball. No cuddling up here. 44 seconds to go. 88-81. I should have went Jordan Canada assist. She has 9 assists. 88-81 here. Hayes to inbound for the Valkyries. It's Hayes, Billings, Burton, Martin, Thornton. They can't get it in. They finally get it in. Ball gets tipped out. And they said Naz Hillman knocks it off of Kayla Thornton's leg, and that should pretty much do it. Naz Hillman doing it all on offense and locking up on defense. Ball in play here. They get it over to Allisha Gray. I guess they're saying let's trap. Hayes gets to steal, and then Hayes was out of bounds. Ryan Howard and Jordan Cannon looking at Allisha Gray like, move the ball. Like, you're just standing there in the corner looking to get trapped, and then gives her a little smack on the back of the head. 30 seconds to go here. Timeout called. 88-81. Dream on top. This game should be pretty much over. Naz Hillman. Con Landing, that's a good shout. Battle between the last 2 expansion teams. That is a good shout there. KG, that's a big praise there. You think the Dream will win the whole thing? I don't see it, but more power to you, my friend. You know the script. We'll check back with that prediction at the end of the season. But Dream, with a win, they would move to 12-7, tied with the Seattle Storm. But they would stay in their seeding in their current rank because they lost that game to the Seattle Storm on Sunday, I think it was, or whatever day that was. Oh, she went to Michigan. I thought she went to Michigan State. That was my fault on that. Cheryl, thanks for the correction. I know how those lines run very strong. Those Michigan State battles. So I don't want to offend anyone with accusing her of going to a school she did not go to. All right, so finally we're getting back to the game here after that timeout. 88-81. Allisha Gray to inbound here. No, it's Ryan Howard to inbound, excuse me. Ryan Howard to inbound. They get it into Hillman. Hillman back to Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard trying to escape the foul. Or are they trying to foul? I don't know if they are. And they waited so late to foul. You might as well just foul earlier if you want to foul. You waited until there's 4 seconds left on the shot clock to foul. So I don't understand that reasoning, but hey, Ryan Howard going to the line for free throws. We just reported earlier, Bonner seems to be signing with the Phoenix Mercury. That's the report that came out about an hour or so ago as Ryan Howard hits the first. Make it an 8-point game. Second one is up and down. 90 points for the Atlanta Dream. They have a 90-81 lead. Another reset timeout called by the Valkyries to advance the ball. Or is it a full timeout? Oh, it is a full timeout then. Full timeout. I think that's their last Valkyries timeout of the game. 90-81, 22 seconds to go. All right, Liz, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the morning. Bright and early. Early-ish. Naz Hillman there. She's the player of the game for them. They're showing her highlights on the screen, knocking down 3 after 3, 4 threes. That might be a career high for her. A plus 21, 16.6 rebounds. Yeah, I know how those college ties, those college rivalries run. I don't wanna be on the wrong side of that. KU versus KSU. But Naz Hillman really has improved her 3-point shooting, so I gotta salute her. RO2, salute, my friend. Appreciate you tuning in as well. All right, the Valkyries are just prolonging the inevitable. It's 90-81. Valkyries ball. They get it into Burton. Burton looking for somebody, and it's another turnover. They just cannot. They're forcing the ball to Kayla Thornton, and they just can't get it there. This is where the Valkyries need another, like a prolific scorer here. Ball inbounded, and hopefully they just 21 turnovers for the Valkyries. As we tick down 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's the game, people. Salute to the Atlanta Dream. My prediction to win this game early. I almost reneged on my prediction, but I said no. I'm gonna stick it through. Dream moved to 12-7 on the year, and you have the Valkyries who fall back to 500 record, 9-9. We're gonna take a look at the box score one last time before we head out of here, and then I'm gonna send y'all over to get ready for the late game. 90-81 final score. Valkyries outscored them 26-16 in the first quarter. Got outscored 27-19 in the second. Valkyries outscored the Dream 23-21 in the third, and then got outscored 26-13 in the fourth. Millerman salute. Millerman salute. Word, what Fishing Up a Storm said. Make sure you like, sub, and share. Let's look at the Valkyries scoring. Kayla Thornton with 15 points, 6 rebounds, 2 made threes. Mo Billings back facing her old team that she played a majority of her career for, 19 points, 6 rebounds. Fact Benley with none, 12 for Hayes, 11 and 7 for Burton. Martin with 11, 4 for Amihir, 7 for Chen, 2 for Talbot, none for Salon. For the Dream, oh, and they throw water on Naz Hillman's head for getting her career high. They drench her in water. Ryan Howard with 15, came alive in that 14 for Bree Jones, 11 for BG, 24 for Allisha Gray to lead the way, 7 for Canada with 9 assists. Off the bench, Hillman, the player of the game, getting the interview now. 16 points, 6 rebounds, and then 3 for Maya Caldwell. All right, y'all. That is it from me on this Monday evening. Salute to everyone who tuned in. Thanks for the super chats, the subs, the likes. If you haven't liked or subbed, make sure you do before you leave the stream. I will be back at 11:20 a.m. Eastern for the matchup between the Sky and the Mystics. That is an 11:30 a.m. game. So if you can tap in, I know people have work and other obligations, but just tap in. Say hi in the stream. and you can be on your way. Appreciate all the support on tonight's games. Next is the Dallas Wings versus the Phoenix Mercury. I won't be streaming that one. That game's on League Pass. I'll probably be keeping an eye on it, see how the rookies do for Dallas again. Salute to everyone who won their bets today. Salute to those who lost. Remember, when in doubt, if you feel like you're in too deep, call the number. That's my PSA to you. Call the number. All right, y'all. It's Jay Jordan. I'm out. I'll see y'all in the morning. Salute.